Every day, millions of people drive without thinking about what could happen in 1 second. Auto insurance helps protect drivers financially after accidents, theft, or damage.
You hit my car!
Auto insurance is a contract between you and an insurance provider that transfers your financial risk in the event of an accident, theft, or damage. By paying in a regular premium, the insurer agrees to cover costs for your vehicle repairs, medical bills, or legal liabilities up to your specified policy limits.
So insurance helps pay for repairs?
Yes, depending on your coverage.
What if someone doesn't have insurance?
Well, they could end up paying thousands of dollars themselves. Auto insurance is required in almost every state, except New Hampshire. There are 4 important parts of every insurance policy. Premium is the amount you pay for your coverage with payments set monthly, quarterly, or semi-annually. Insurance deductible is what you pay out of pocket before your insurance pays anything. Your deductible applies in each claim, and your rates will be higher if you opt for a lower premium. Coverage amounts are how much your insurance will pay out per accident or claim. And claim filing. This is when, if you are in an accident or any damage has occurred, you report it to your insurance. So back to the accident. In this accident, Anna Leah caused the crash. Liability coverage protects you from any accidents that are your fault. If someone needs medical attention or has property damage, your liability coverage will cover their damages.
So my insurance will cover her car?
Yes, liability insurance is required in most states. Liability coverage has 3 main aspects and each has a different policy limit. The minimum coverage amount that any one person can receive in an accident is $30,000. The minimum amount of coverage for all injured parties in an accident is $60,000. The minimum amount of coverage for any property damage in an accident you have caused is $15,000.
What about the damage to Anna Leah's car?
Well, that's where collision coverage comes in. Collision coverage pays for damage to your own car after hitting another car or object.
If I crash into a pole, collision helps repair my car?
Exactly.
Phew! I'm so glad Anna Leah had insurance. I wonder what would have happened if she didn't have insurance.
Well, let me tell you. Uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage helps pay for injuries or damage when the driver doesn't have enough insurance. It will provide additional coverage if the at-fault party didn't have high enough policy limits to fully compensate for their damages. Usually, they're sold together as a bundle.
I'm so glad I got liability insurance. That would have costed me so much money.
Yeah, thank God.
Alright, I gotta go. I'm driving. Bye.
So not only is it a good thing that Anna Leah had liability insurance, but also comprehensive. Just take a look at what happened to her car. Comprehensive doesn't cover accident-related damage to your vehicle. Comprehensive covers damage from causes such as natural disasters like the wildfire Anna Leah got herself caught up in. Other examples include hail, earthquakes, and floods. Amongst others, if your vehicle is stolen or vandalized or is damaged by contact with animals, comprehensive will cover the damage. Many people purchase comprehensive and collision together.
So comprehensive is basically everything besides crashing.
Pretty much. Medical payment coverage is similar to personal injury protection, but is much more limited in its coverage scope. MedPay will cover medical expenses for you, your passengers, and household members, or any other policyholders. For those who do not have health insurance, it is a good substitute. MedPay can also cover your deductibles and copays for other policies you have, such as your health insurance. Personal injury protection, referred to as no-fault insurance, PIP, is mandatory coverage in states with no-fault accident laws. PIP will cover your injuries and expenses in the event of an accident, regardless of who is at fault. Coverage will extend to other drivers you list on your policy, household members, and other passengers. PIP coverage is more expansive than MedPay and may cover loss of earnings, childcare, funeral expenses, and more.
Anna Leah's car gets replaced, and both her and Marissa's medical bills get paid. Anna Leah's back driving on the road again.
Do you know how fast you were going?
What are you talking about?
Here's your ticket.
Another ticket?
Drivers with a clean history typically pay much less. If you have at-fault accidents, speeding tickets, such as Analea, or DUIs, insurers will likely classify you as a high-risk driver, driving up your premiums. If you live in a more densely populated area, you would most likely pay more in premiums, because you are more prone to theft and vandalism. Whereas if you live in a less densely populated area, you would pay less in premiums. Drivers who are under 25 or older than 65 typically pay higher rates for insurance. Men are typically considered higher risk and often drive vehicles that are more expensive to insure. Insurance companies also look at mileage, prior claims, credit history, marital status, and gaps in insurance coverage.
Wait, all these factors are important, but how does someone even buy insurance?
Insurance can be purchased online or through an insurance agent. When you have selected your preferred insurer, whether it be Geico, Progressive, or Allstate, you will usually need your license number and your vehicle identification number, details of any accidents or traffic violations from the past 3 to 5 years, details of your current auto insurance, if you have one, for continuous coverage verification. It should also be noted that minors cannot legally sign a binding contract, such as an insurance policy, on their own in most states. They must be listed on a parent's policy in order to be insured. But if you are 18 or older, you can legally purchase standalone car insurance in your own name.
Okay, now I understand why insurance matters.
It protects your car, your money, and other people.
Accidents happen unexpectedly, but auto insurance helps drivers avoid major financial problems and stay protected on the road. Drive safe and stay insured.